who you interact with is very important because you cannot be around negative people because negative energy is very sticky. I heard that. I don't know who said that, but negative energy is very sticky. Shervin's here again, everyone. It's quite interesting because a few moments ago, exactly before I pressed the record button, I had some self doubts, some thoughts that were trying to make me doubt myself, knocking at my door like, Shervin, doubt yourself. And my answer is always the same: fuck off. It's quite interesting. I have these thoughts that are trying to tell me that I'm not ready to share any messages. Well, I do believe that any message that anyone carries is themselves. The message that I have is myself. Everyone has a message for this world, I believe, and it's themselves. Whoever you are, that is the message that you have. I have these thoughts sometimes at this point of my life that am I eligible to talk about the things that I talk about? It is genuinely who I am. I'm not trying to act anything. It is literally who I am. Yes, I do see myself eligible to talk about the things that I talk about. If you do agree with me, that's cool. If you do not agree with me, that's also cool. Maybe my message is not yours. You are always interacting with things and people who you want to interact with or who you absorb via your thoughts, via your actions. I cannot live as negative as I used to live, and it's all because God has a plan for me. I don't want to be seen as a religious guy, but I do believe in that. This is who I am today. This is my character. That is the message that I have because this is who I am. I respect if you do not want to listen to me. It's quite interesting because I do believe that some people that do not listen to me, those who are against having self-esteem, let's say confident, I guess there is a misunderstanding between being arrogant and being confident. People are afraid to be confident. I don't know why. I see this in the modern world. People are afraid to be confident. Why? Because maybe someone else be upset of me being confident of my achievements. I don't think that is a bad thing. In fact, I do believe that if I am confident because of my achievements, for example, if I have a good body, I am eligible, I'm allowed to be confident and share it and say, okay, this is who I am, this is the message that I'm sharing. I'm allowed to do that. But most people, even if they are in a good shape, they're afraid or they're like, I'm not going to share it that I'm in a good shape. I'm not going to share that it is healthy to be in a good shape. I'm not going to say that maybe X gets upset because they are not trying as hard as I can. In fact, I believe that it's a good thing, that it's a good message that your message, which is yourself, is positive and says that trying hard is actually good. When you have a good body, it's not a luck. It's definitely because of the work that you have done on your body. So maybe someone who doesn't have a good body wants to have a good body and be like, okay, this guy has a good body. I want it. And they are inspired by you. So I don't think that showing confidence is a bad thing. Most people are not showing their confidence. They're just trying to hide it. I'm literally against that. And I do believe that if you do like yourself, which you have to, you should like yourself, whoever you are. If you don't like yourself, you have to become that character, build that character that you can actually like. You can just stay next to the mirror and be like, I like this character. At this point, I am like this. I literally stand next to the mirror and I'm proud that today I am the best existence of myself so far. And I have to keep getting better, which is my message. There's always a better version ahead. I had a conversation with someone a few days ago. He said that I don't agree with what you're saying. I was like, okay, cool. What are we debating on? And he said, when you say there is always a better version, that's absolutely true. You can. So he agreed with me in this point that I say there is always a better version. You have to work hard every day, as hard as you can. But he said it should not become in a level that you say, I am the best and there is no God. And I agree with that. As best as I am, as good as I can become, I am never better than God. Because He's always higher than me. He's always better than me. So I don't think that this message should give you, this view that I'm better, I'm the best, I'm the God. I don't think that my message has this point. I want to clarify that my message does not include that. My message includes we are given an opportunity to live this life, to grow, to multiply our achievements, to become the best version that we possibly can. But these are all for Him. These are all because we don't own anything here. Everything is rented here on earth. We do not actually own anything. We do not own our body. The only thing that we own is our sanity. So I don't think that this message should give you, this point that I am the best, so there is nothing better than me. That is arrogancy. You cannot claim that you are the best possible human being on earth. You cannot claim that because you don't know. As knowledgeable as we are, as someone can be, they don't know completely everything. That is arrogancy. But if you're confident and say, okay, today I am the best version of myself. I have tried as hard as I possibly could so I can go to sleep happy and wake up the next day and try harder to become a better version. All of these things that I said are actually not related to the topic that I'm going to talk about, but I wanted to clarify that. The topic that I chose to talk about in this video is quite short and sharp. I am going to say how I handle these things. At this point, I work for a business. I also run my own business, try to spread my message. I care about myself as well. Some people would say, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that, but how can we have fun? How can we do this and that? What is your definition of fun? Maybe if you are behaving like this, you're actually happy. I don't know. But I know about me that none of these things are fun to me. Like, literally not doing something big is not fun for me. And I don't actually have a clarified definition of fun. These are all words game. Definition of words are playing with us. Fun. Who said this world is even fun? I don't think that everything should be fun. If I want to look at it from the other aspect, for me, if I want to define fun as something that I enjoy, I don't even enjoy most of the things that I do, but I do because I'm disciplined. That's the thing, that I do not know how to look at the world from the majority of people's aspect, because my aspect is different. By the way, I should say this, that the reason that I'm not talking as efficient as always is that I'm living somewhere and it's late. Now it's at 12:45, so I do not want to wake my neighbors up. So that's why I'm not talking as efficient as I can. Get rid of it. I don't think that we necessarily should have fun while we are doing something, because the results that we make through, whether it's the suffering or whatever it is, the pain, that the result is going to bring the joy. Things that are fun are mainly things that are amusing and maybe sometimes seducing us or distracting us from the truth. And I do not think that the truth is fun. I don't think so. I don't think that the truth is fun. I think the truth is sort of relentless. The truth is harsh. The truth is hard. It's not fun. I don't look at my life in a way to say, okay, I'm gonna do these things because it's fun. I don't do it. I don't think that is the way, that is my purpose. And I'm not trying to insult anyone who wants to do things that are fun. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. But it's not just me. I believe in making results, making impacts. I do not wake up and say, I want to have fun. I do not look at my life like this. I wake up, I want to achieve these things. I don't have them. And this is making me angry. I want to have these things. I deserve it. I believe that I have this opportunity. I have this capability. But we should be grateful. We should be thankful that, okay, I'm healthy and I have to keep myself healthier and healthy, pay my rent to my body, and whatever it is. I have to be thankful and grateful because of my capabilities. There are a lot of people who are born with flaws, and it is very hard for them to accept their flaws. And you are born fully healthy. I was born fully healthy, and I do believe that I have this opportunity. I have to prove that I deserve whatever I do have right now, and whatever I want to have, I have to even prove that I deserve those as well. That's why I have to go through a process which cannot be fun to have things that I want to have, right? So at this time, I do work for a business and I work for my business as well. How I can do it? The first thing is my mentality. I don't wake up and try to find things that are going to amuse me and things that are going to distract me from the truth. Look to find things that are fun. I do look to do things and get things done that are actually going to bring me results that I want. I believe in having an impact. I believe in bringing results and value to this world. And I do believe that I do have this opportunity, so I have to prove that I deserve whatever that I do have and whatever that I want to have. I have to prove that and do things that are going to make me eligible to deserve to have them. And then that would be a right time to have them. The first thing that I would say is time management. I decided to start a business not because I wanted to be disciplined, because I wanted to change my life and I thought it is easy. I am literally not trying to be complaining about me going through a hard life and building this character. I'm literally thankful for it. I'm very, very thankful because I believe that I'm blessed that I have this life, and it's all because of the things that I asked for. Why XYZ doesn't have the life that I have right now? Because they didn't ask for it. This is the process, and I trust God, and I believe in His plans. Time management. I remember I used to wake up without knowing what I'm going to do. Right now, I can't go to sleep before I write down how my day is going to be. I said this before that if you want to wake up, you should have an ambition. You should have a reason to wake up. That's why you are not going to get up, because you don't have a reason to get up. You're like, okay, another day. But if you have things listed, you have a list, okay, this must be done, and you'll be like, okay, I have these things to get done, so I cannot sleep till 12. I have to get up. I have to get up and get these things done. When I write down things, I have things on track, so I have sort of a manage on my time. Work session, and then I'm going to train. Another work session, and then I go to the work, and then I come back. I have a learning session, and then boom, another work session. Another thing is consumption. What are you consuming? Are you consuming things that are getting and absorbing your energy without giving you value? I don't say you should not consume. I'm saying how I did it. Before that, I always said, oh, I'm going to quit cigarettes. But I was like, I wasn't on a mission. And as soon as I understood that I'm on a mission, I was like, okay, I'm smoking a cigarette. The next day, I stopped smoking cigarettes. It's been a while. I guess it's been more than 6 months. I haven't smoked even one cigarette. I was like, I'm going to quit. And I did. You know, I cannot lie to myself. That would be very dumb. You lie to yourself. If you say I do this and do it, you're going to trust your words. And when you trust your words, God will trust your words. And then when people see that you say things and you do, they are going to trust your words. So first you have to prove yourself. I do not see myself eligible to say do this and do that, but I say what I did. start consuming things that are going to give me value, eating better foods. Like how much money you are paying eating McDonald's. McDonald's is not even a real food. If you eat McDonald's, that means that you either don't know that this is not a food, or you do know it, you are trying to save money. You should understand that you cannot take your health back. I don't say don't do it, I say I don't do it. And this is who I am. It's on you. Another thing is that who you interact with. This is something that I really struggled with for a long time. Because there are some people who are lovely, who are kind, who do you favor, but they are not in the same direction as you. And it's very hard for you to stop interacting with them because they are literally doing things that you must not do if you want to grow and if you want to change yourself and your life. It's hard for you to stop hanging out with them because they are lovely, and that's the truth. They are lovely. However, you should see that is this selfishness if you want to grow and you want to get better, and this person wants to sit down and complain without actually trying to get things done. This is not selfishness. I believe that if someone sits down and blame the government for their life, is stupid. However, I would change my mind, and I immediately say that in this video. I'm coming from Iran. Maybe me living here changed my mind. In some countries like Iran, it is not fair to say this. In Iran, people do not have this opportunity to build their lives from zero. But somewhere in Canada and America, you have this option. So if you're in Iran and you say shit about the government, so I'd say, okay, that's a bit fair, because that's a bit fair. That's exactly the reason that I left there. However, I don't know if it is possible or not, because because I was a different person. I was lazy. I did not try there, so I do not have any opinion on that. But I say that it's different in different countries. But in any situation, I see that stupid to be sitting down and complaining about the government, because at the end of the day, you have to do things that are going to improve your life. You cannot do anything else. If someone does not have a good life, it means that they have not done things that led them to have the kind of life that they want now. I say if you are a teenager and watching this, you have to be thinking about your 5 years from now. By the way, I should say that when you're a teenager, your opinion changes a lot. I am now 20. This opinion has been built through the journey that I have been on. So I did not have this opinion when I was 16, but I wish I did. I wish I left my comfort sooner. I decide when to do what, only God knows when is the right time. We live in time, and God is not in time. We are in time. So he sees the future, and we build the future by our decisions. You cannot be around negativity and be positive. You have to be positive. You have to think positive. Although everything is negative and dark, you have to be positive. In the worst situation that you have to be smiling. So I cannot be sitting down and be bitching about why am I having this life, or I can get up and do something about it. Most people sit down and complain and try to spread their negativity and their complaints. So I believe that does not bring the result, and they don't want the result. They want to complain and say that everything is on someone else and they should not change it, and they be like, okay, so it's not my fault, and they're gonna keep looking for fun things to do, and they're not gonna have results. But I'm avoiding fun things. I'm avoiding complaints or complaining, and I want results. And the last thing I would say, that is my belief. So we're gonna like flash back to the point that I say my message is myself, and I'm trying to say that there is always a better version ahead. However, when I say my belief, and I always believed in me, I do believe in myself, but at the end of the day, I'm 100% sure that I, as a human, do not make the best decisions. And I do believe and I do trust in God. And I do believe that God makes the best decisions. I, as a human, am not eligible to make the best decisions because I'm not perfect. There is no human who can say that I'm perfect. There is no perfection in humanity. If there was, we wouldn't have all of these craps. When I say believe, it's not necessarily believing in myself. It's believing in God. If you have watched the documentary that I shared, you often see that I say, I believe in myself, I do this. That's true that I'm 100% confident I have self-esteem, because if you do not believe in God, you don't have self-esteem. That's very true. You look at someone who's atheist, they do not have self-esteem. They're like always depressed, or they always lack confidence. Actually, I've seen atheists, mainly atheists that I've seen, they do not have the confidence. You look at someone who knows God, who has God, they have, the confidence. But I don't know, this thing that I'm saying, I'm not saying this is 100% sure. This is just a personal experience. But I have some things in my mind and say, okay, this might be wrong. However, I just said it, I accept that I said it, but I don't say it's 100% true. Anyway, believe that my belief is keeping me sort of alive, that I am actually doing something purposefully. I have a purpose here. That's true that I don't like Earth. I do not look for things that are fun. I do not actually find anything fun. So that's another problem. I do not find anything fun. Maybe that's why that I cannot have fun, because I do not find anything fun rather than like being in the warrior mode. That's the only thing that I want to do, and this is not fun to me, and I cannot find anything fun. That's the thing. My belief is keeping me alive. My belief is keeping me disciplined, because at the end of the day, as disciplined as you are, as successful as you are, as whatever you think as you are, if you are lacking belief, you might do stupid things. I say believe that I believe that there's a stronger force in charge of the world. I decide whether I want to be covered under that or not. Thanks for watching this video. If you find value in my content, if you actually see something that is valuable to you, and you think that if you implement this into your life, you are going to improve, please comment me. Don't just troll. Just tell me, I don't agree with this part because of this and that. And that is actually going to improve me. Because as I said, I am a human, and I do not say that I'm perfect. I don't think that there is any human who would claim that they're perfect, because it does not exist, certainly. Tell me where and why, and what do you think it is right, especially if you're older than me. I said this all over time, that if someone is older than me, I allow them, I have to allow them. It is the only way to tell me where I'm wrong. I have to change it if I'm smart. I am. So, like if you liked it, and dislike if you disliked it. Discipline is always the answer. If you're disciplined, in my opinion, you're gonna have a better life. Always a pleasure. Shervin.